Greetings and salutations. Yes, my voice is still thrashed. Yes, I still have a cough. But, pardon me. With the Battlefield 6 beta having come to a close on the first beta, and there's going to be a second beta coming up on the next weekend, it made me think, after seeing some people on Twitter talking about the differences between the two, which is better, Call of Duty or Battlefield? And I kind of wanted to have a little discussion about it before I actually get into the game. I apologize. I'm sorry. I had some onion soup today, so I'm trying to clear it out. There we go. It's cleared out for a while. See, comes right back to normal, and then it'll taper off, and it's already starting to taper off. So, what I've noticed is everybody takes two sides. Either you are a Call of Duty enjoyer or you're a Battlefield enjoyer. There are very few people that actually enjoy both, and I want to give you my perspective from somebody who's a third-party person. I grew up playing things like Duke Nukem, Quake, Unreal Tournament, Quake 3 Arena. I grew up playing all of these other shooters. I mean, I've played some obscure shooters too, like Rise of the Triad, Redneck Rampage. We're talking old obscure stuff, but it's when you've played shooters for a long time, and I did not have access to Call of Duty in the early years. I didn't have an Xbox. My brother did, but he never really bought Call of Duty. He just kind of was like, all right, whatever. I mean, I played Halo, so I played Halo. But nevertheless, I apologize again. After playing Call of Duty, and I did play Battlefield 1942 when it was on the PC, and played Battlefield Vietnam, played a lot of other things, right? So I've played these games from time to time. But I've never really had an allegiance to one or the other. Having played both, objectively looking at both of the games, I cannot say that one is better than the other. I can't. Each one has its own merits and demerits. Call of Duty has very crisp movement and very crisp gunplay. Is it realistic? No. But does it feel good to do? Yes. It's not as frustrating to get those enjoyable hits from like 120 meters, 90 meters. It's not as frustrating to hit those. And it feels good to do it. It gives you the same feeling. Right. It's enjoyable. The sliding movement, the omnidirectional movement in Black Ops 6 is a wonderful addition. The look of it, the overall graphical quality is very similar. Yes, Battlefield does have the edge on that. And it's also more in tune to the whole destructible environments, which is something that Call of Duty should really branch out into. Nudge, nudge. So, where does Call of Duty fall short? Call of Duty falls short in being very lackadaisical about everything. About realism, about making your role feel important. Who cares how many times you rush in and die when you can just respawn? If you get, there's no way to be downed and then be picked up by another player, you're dead. Next, respawn, do it again. And just try to be better. There's no real sense of punishment, so to speak. Whereas in Battlefield, you have that sense of punishment. You have that, oh, wait, I'm dying too much. Okay, but what are you doing? I apologize so much for that. I can't help it. If you're a medic and you're pushing in and you're reviving people and you're picking 4 to 5 people up per death, then I would say it's justified if you run 20 deaths. It's justified if you run 15 deaths, no kills. You're a medic. You're running in, you're picking up 3 to 4 people, 5 people per death. Justifiable. Because now you're saving 50 kills. You're saving 50 resource. Kind of important. Not so much important in domination, because that's fast infantry battles. The resources don't really matter because it's a race to whoever fills it first, rather than you start at 300 and have it empty. So people can play domination more like Call of Duty and Battlefield. Conquest is where the revives really come into handy, and it feels like actual warfare. And it gives you that authentic feeling of my actions matter. This doesn't have that. This is a great pick up and play shooter if you just want to enjoy a shooter. If you just want to get on and enjoy an FPS, it's a great introductory get on and enjoy FPS. 100%. Especially Black Ops 6. The Omni movement, fantastic. The hit registry, fantastic. I have not really felt like there's been shenanigans in the hit registry. Hardly at all. Older games, yeah. There were older games that I questioned it big time. Where this game lacks, and I've talked about it before, you have the people that don't like the cartoon skins. You have the people that don't like the cartoon idea. Okay, that's fine. You personally don't have to indulge with it. You don't have to engage with it. That's the key takeaway. You don't have to buy it. No, nobody's forcing you to buy it to play the game. It's purely optional. Well, yes, it takes away from realism. I'm sorry, but this game's not going to be realistic anyway. You can dive out of a second-story glass window and do a complete 720 with your torso without turning into a pretzel and still shoot a guy with the Omni movement. That's not exactly realistic. So the whole realism argument, it's already thrown out the window with the Omni movement. It just is. Sorry. This is more like an action movie. Okay? This is more like an action movie. Battlefield's more like a documentary. But both are entertaining in their own right. And that's the key point. Battlefield has got its charms. There are some problems. I, for one, have mentioned on Twitter that the shotgun damage felt inconsistent. There are times that you'll pull up a shotgun without slugs, and you will fire, and they're lethal from 16 to 20 meters away. But then there are times you will be standing on top of an individual, and you will put a complete shotgun blast into their abdomen, and they walk away alive. Inconsistent damage. Battlefield has already come out and said that they're going to be nerfing the shotgun. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Point is, there was inconsistencies on that. The accuracy is somewhat annoying. I understand bullet drop. I get it. But having an indicator of where your last shot went in so that you know how to adjust would go light years. Because I can snipe on here, no problem. There's not a big bullet drop here. There is in Warzone, but not so much in here. When using the DMR in Battlefield, I got better accuracy with the DMR than I did with with a marksman rifle than I did with any other sniper rifle. Because I could then shoot multiple rounds in a semi-automatic fashion without having to rack the bolt. When you're racking the bolt with a sniper rifle and trying to dodge counter sniper fire, you tend to lose your positioning on where you had to shoot. So it makes sniping a lot more difficult, which is fine. I'm glad that there is that difficulty curve. But having some form of identification system of, if your round travels this amount of meters, like the rangefinder didn't even work. The rangefinder attachment did not tell me how far my target was. It said right on it, tells you how far your target is. I fired. I didn't hit him, but it didn't tell me on anywhere on the HUD how far away my target was. There's no way to turn the rangefinder on or off. It just didn't do it. Now, I may have missed something. I'll check it out again on this next weekend, but it didn't seem functional. The vehicles in Conquest in Battlefield feel a little overtuned for what they are. They can completely sway a fight in talented hands. And that's kind of the point. But the problem is, there are maps, one of them I think is called Ridge 13, and it takes place in the Iberian Peninsula. And if you own Point Charlie, you literally can snipe from Point Charlie into the other half of the person's base, into the other half of the team's base. And that's kind of broken. Because if you're coming from Foxtrot and you go to Charlie, you can snipe from Foxtrot into Charlie. And then from Charlie into the opponent's base. So whoever starts at Alpha has a clear disadvantage. Ridge 13 should not be a conquest map. It should be moved specifically for offense-defense. The team that's on offense has to take the ridge. The team that's on defense, duh. Other maps have a better feel to them, right? There's the Cairo, guys, I think it's called King's Road in Cairo. It's a really good map. I like it. It's the one where again, Point Charlie is very crucial. But it's usually where two tanks meet and then they just have this high noon standoff shooting at each other. I apologize again. And I wish it wasn't like that. I wish there was more variety. Or if they're going to do a big map like that, make it a big vehicle-based map completely. Put 6, 7 tanks on it. Put APCs, Bradley fighting vehicles, 3 or 4 jets, 5 attack helicopters, some transport Chinooks. Make it a big ordeal with vehicles. I remember back in Battlefield 1942, you could do the Battle of Okinawa, and your aircraft carrier would have like 4 or 5 planes, 6 landing craft, and the first point you took on the map spawned in with like 3 tanks, 2 cars, and a small like howitzer thing. I don't think you could use a howitzer. I think it was just like an indestructible like map thing. Point is, you got 5 vehicles, and the other side got just as many vehicles. And it actually felt big, and you could sink the other enemy carrier. There was no HQ that was untargetable. You could bomb their carrier and then put it underwater. It had a respawn timer, but you could still sink it. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That old charm needs to come back in certain parts. So, yes, Battlefield has its demerits. Yeah, they're saying they're not going to put in the goofy skins. Well, give it time. I'm willing to bet they're going to do it inside of a year's time. And the reason they're going to do it inside of a year's time is because it makes money. So I said it before on this game. I'll say it on every single game. People don't have a problem paying $5 to $10 for nostalgia. They really don't. You have people out there paying hundreds of dollars now to buy old cartridges like Game Boy. They don't have a problem paying for nostalgia. These companies know it, and they capitalize off of it. But as an objective third-party person who's played every other shooter except for the 2 competing shooters, I enjoy them both. And I think people should really sit down and give the other side an honest chance sit there and don't look at it like, I'm going to play this to see if it's as good as. Don't put that into your head. Just sit down and say, I'm going to enjoy the game. I'm going to try to have as much fun doing it as I can. Like I with Battlefield 6 over the weekend. I ran in and I threw 5 C4 detonation packs on an anti-aircraft tank. Blew myself up and killed the tank. I laughed. I laughed for probably 2 solid minutes. About coughed myself unconscious. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing that hard. That's what the game's supposed to be about. Games are supposed to be enjoyed for the enjoyment factor. And that is what I wanted to say in the beginning of this video. And I've already taken up 15 minutes of your time, and I apologize for that. I apologize for the coughing. I can't help it. But I do this when I'm sick, and I'm never going to stop. Now that that's all out of the way. Yeah, I'll do kill confirmed. Why not? That seems like fun. We're just going to have fun. We're just going to have fun in the games. And you'll notice when I get shot in here and I die, just like with Battlefield, I wasn't angry. I wasn't upset. I sat there, I'm like, I'm trash. When I die here, if somebody does something that's a good shot, it's like, hey man, good shot. Really good job. That's the thing. There's no reason to get angry. So they got the best of you one time. They get the best of you a few times. What's the problem? You're playing the game not to win. You're playing the game as an escape from the daily grind. Right? Am I right or am I right? We play it as an escape from the day-to-day grind. Take our stresses out on this. That's what it's for. So sit back and enjoy. That's the point.
Team deathmatch. Shoot to kill. We're not here to negotiate. They've taken the lead.
You can tell I'm out of practice.
We claimed the advantage. Now hold it.
It might take me a game or two to get back into it. Wait. He just defended himself from being executed with a mine. Great. That was actually pretty funny. I never thought of using the mine as like execution prevention. Just like stand on it. Ooh, good shot. Real good. Oh, that's just a... Oh, that's a frag. I thought it was a Semtex. Whoops. I mean, I'll kill them if they're just going to stay in their AFK. Not going to say no. They didn't either. That's really good.
Archangel's up.
We're doing a crackerjack job with that shotgun. I'm impressed. Me, I'm over here like Stevie Wonder. Ah, gotcha. I don't think he was expecting anybody to be right there. Most people don't. It's not a common place to just come running up out of nowhere. No, I didn't want the Archangel. Put it down.
Losing Archangel. Hostile shock spotted.
Ooh, good prone area.
Archangel.
He was laying right behind the guy, and I couldn't hit him.
Stay alert. Marshall's people are no fools.
I just dumped. I just jumped on that grenade. Nice.
They were already dead. We just hadn't realized it. Good job.
Oh wow, they don't even show your deaths anymore. They just show your eliminations and your ratio.
Enemy was sent out. 5 kills. Terminated.
I still had a 2-kill death ratio. It's pretty good. Yeah. Only 100 enemies to win. I didn't feel like it was more before. That new Kilo legendary is pretty cool. I'm gonna try that one next. The Hull Buster. So I didn't really get a chance to try it before. Unless it's a snipe map. If it's a snipe map, then I'm gonna do a snipe, of course. And that's the thing. It's like it just enjoy it. Like look at this. I got a smile on my face. Even though I just was done, even though I was just playing Battlefield like a day and a half ago. Oh, a smile on my face. I enjoy both. I've enjoyed both products, 100%. Which one have I enjoyed more? That would be an interesting question. Let's say Battlefield. Battlefield 6 has the longer range sniping that I want in a game. Now, if this had long range sniping, I would be all for this as well. Like you give me something like Derail from Modern Warfare 3, we're about in a dead heat there. Because that's what I like. I like long distance sniping. But the game's fun, regardless. Oh, I just randomize all of my calling, not calling cards, but those things. loading screens. Every single one of them I get, I just randomize it. I don't care. Loading screen doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I was gonna try the Hulk Buster. That's right. Which is funny because now it's truly a submachine gun. This submarine sub. It's fine. Wow, not very lethal. This. Yeah, I put the horizontal speed lines on the other one. Oh wait, it's over here. Whoops. Oh, forgot that has blast trap. Forgot my loadouts there for a second. Right above me. Right in the back. Yes. Why did it spawn me here? Spawn me in the other one. That guy just cleaned out. Remember that the elevator opens from this side. Perhaps the shoddy sniper will change their tune. Nope. Oh yeah, I forgot I had the other one. Spotted me. Good shot. That's really good shot. I am impressed. Really. That was smooth. He didn't even need. He didn't even need sleep rage. He just walked up behind me. Like garbage. Yeah, that's fine. Still having a fun time. It means there's somebody right there. Because if they weren't upstairs across the way or on our side, they were coming across. Stands to reason. Wow. He's got really good reaction time seeing me. He's got really good reaction time. I even missed with my missed with my bow staff. That's like the 5th time that guy shot me in the back. It's not hard to get the drop on me. Really? Stole my enjoyment. Give him a staph infection. Heard a door. Gotcha, Seymour.
MTC's in the red. It's now or never.
Seriously, dude? Deserved it.
TechCom, get a UAV in the air. Guess I chose the wrong people for the job. My bad.
This is what you broke me out for? Pathetic.
Also shooter.
Nice.
Eyes on shot charge.
That's beautiful. That's just cinema right there. Yeah, gotta leave the speed lines on it. Gotta show them that, you know, this pickaxe comes straight out of the 1980s. I like Vault. This is Sniper. You know, people don't like either of these maps. What's the problem with Vault? I mean, it's a sniping map. That's what's fun about it. Wow, people really don't like Vault. This is a map I'm not too fond of. Sadly. But it's a map I will play on. Hacienda, on the other hand, no. There's no playing on Hacienda. Because you can't play on Hacienda and enjoy it. It's impossible. Okay. At least it's impossible for me to enjoy it on Hacienda. Oh, yeah. I'm going to work on the coal mines here in a second.
You've taken the lead. Stay on task.
They're not happy. Aw. They weren't happy. I used to run around and melee kill all the time in previous Call of Duties. Come on. Oh. This guy chasing me. Nice. Good shot. Really good. That's smooth, buddy. He's good with that. He's good with that. I like it. Okay, got him. Like I said, I used to do this a lot. He's not happy with me. Whoa. I saw that. They will speak of this day for ages. Really smooth. Wow. I mean, that was a headshot, and I was sliding on. I slid to the right to try to prevent him from the headshot, and he got me. I am impressed.
Hostile UAV established.
Not so much on that one though. Really good. Nice. That was nice. That was a really smooth move on his part. Boy, they are not happy with me, are they? Yeah, those don't work on me, buddy. I have shadow. Nice. Nice. Dude's prone, dude's prone boning over there, and I'm like, hold on, I got it, and just slide in and dome him. That's great. Nice. Well done, sir.
Feel that? They're about to break. Give
Gotcha.
them a nudge. They never stood a chance.
Yay.
Proceed to extract.
I'm pretty sure I had the play of the game. This is gonna be great. Aww.
Watch me plugging that shit out, ass. Set that throw. Stay down.
That was a lot of fun for me. Just ran around just beating people with a pickaxe. Hey, almost. I still had about a 2 kill death ratio with a pickaxe. It's good times. Spyway, huh? Well, we'll try it. I don't have to be. Oh, sorry about that. My apologies. That'll have to be in another game. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do apologize for all the coughing. I apologize that I took up 15 minutes, but I wanted to talk about the Call of Duty versus Battlefield 6. In fact, that's what I'm going to call. That's what I'm going to title this video. And I try to look at things objectively. I really do. And by looking at things objectively like that, you'll notice that there are fewer differences than people think. And that's just the truth. And with all the division that everybody's having out there in the world, when it comes to like battle of the sexes, races, religions, there's division everywhere. Why is it that in the gaming industry you have to divide it further by preferential, like, franchises? That's the word I was looking for. Why divide it even further? Why just tell them, oh, well, you're just a CoD player. Oh, well, you're just a Battlefield player. No. I'm an FPS player. As well as other things, but I play FPSs. And when I play FPSs, I enjoy them. If they're enjoyable. I've even played Fortnite. I don't really care for Fortnite. It's not my thing. I've played Farlight. Farlight was decent. I played Splitgate. I thought it was okay. I played Apex. I was a disaster at it, but it was still fun. Some things are not my cup of tea, but I do not frown upon the player base that enjoys it. If a player base truly likes what they're doing, who am I to trample upon that? Plain and simple. I'm not saying everybody has to, build a fancy rainbow bridge and get over it. I'm saying, it's not like sing kumbaya around a campfire. No. I'm just saying, if the game that you're playing, or if the game somebody else is playing is not your cup of tea, that's fine. It's like Dark Souls. I can't stand Dark Souls. I've played them. I don't like them. It's like Kingdom Hearts. I've played it. I don't like it. I've just angered two fandoms right there. I'm going to have a lot of hate mail. But that's the thing. I don't have to enjoy everything. Nor does anybody else. If you don't enjoy it, don't touch it. It's simple. Objectively speaking, I think Battlefield 6 is better than Call of Duty on things like realistic accuracy, realistic damage comparisons. There are some inconsistencies, but again, it's in beta. They have to iron that stuff out. So it's allowable. I think Battlefield 6 is better than Call of Duty in that regard. Fun factor? Yeah, it's just as fun. Something that I think Battlefield needs is a one-hit kill melee option. Honestly. Because you can pull out a knife. Yeah, you run faster with a knife, just like in Counter-Strike. But when you knife somebody, it's not a one-hit kill. What are your chances of getting into melee combat with somebody in Battlefield? Next to zero. Especially when there's like 64 people on the map. 32 on 32. Your chances of getting into melee combat with somebody are next to zero. If you can manage to get into melee combat, a knife stab should be a one-hit kill. End of story. Just should be. I hate these two-hit kill weapons like the Cali sticks, or, again, they're fast. There's got to be a trade-off. Don't do that then. Bring out one-hit kill melee weapons. Kind of balance them all around the same swing mechanic. Like, take a look at Modern Warfare 3, the sledgehammer. Nothing was more satisfying than doing that big golf swing and watching people fly. That was satisfying and fun, and it made me laugh. It was a great time. But I digress. I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow, and as always, have a good one. I hope to be better soon.